I call you up. Let's say I did this right now to Jeff. I called up Jeff and I said, hi, I just saw an ad for this house on 125 Main Street and I'm really interested in it. I'd like to apply. So Jeff said, sure, go online or come into the office, whatever. So I said, great. And then I said, well, you know, I got a little issue I want to tell you about before I even bother applying. I got a felony. I got a felony from 3 years ago, and I got convicted of the felony, and I don't want to spend my money on the application if I'm going to get turned down. So do you accept people with felonies? Now, Jeff won't do this because he knows better, but he might say, oh, I'm sorry, we have on our standards, we don't take anybody with felonies within the last 7 years. Okay, now this guy turns around and he sues. Over 100 property managers and owners are in lawsuits right now by this one guy who's doing exactly that. He's calling up property managers, calling up investors and saying, and going through that little game. It's a game. It's this little game. He tells you about his felony from 3 years ago, and then you tell him, oh, I'm sorry about that. We have a rule, no felonies within the last 7 years. But see, most of you don't even know that federal law now prohibits you from turning people down with a blanket policy. There's only a couple things you could blanket turn people down for. And bad checks or drug. Let's say the guy got busted. He got busted with a pound of cocaine. And it wasn't for distribution, it was for his own use. So he got charged, and this happens all the time. They get arrested for distribution, but when it gets pled down to possession. Happens all day long. So this guy has a felony conviction from 3 years ago for cocaine possession. Can you turn him down? No, you can't. You can't. A lot of you think you can. You're like, but wait a minute, Harry, I heard this thing, 7 years. I could do things. No, you can't. You see, that's the thing that property managers keep up on. They're members of NARPM. They're active. They know what's going on.